Mnangagwa wo attesta a new power yavakaisa panauye cabo 3 as he appoint judges despite constitutional court challenge. Kusangana kwataita zvakare pana pachannel yenyu yeMagaba News patinobata nhau dzinenge dzichiitika munharaunda nemunyika yedu yeZimbabwe, tichiti kana pane vachangosvika ndiwo mukana wekubaya pakanzi subscribe nekutena notification bell kuti patinoposta nhau idzi unova uri wekutanga kusangana nenews dzatinenge taisa. Zuva ranhasi tiri kubata mashoko ari kuzivisa kuti vaMnangagwa vo appointa judges anokwana kuita iwo 21, apo pari kuziviswa kunzi pane veku high court vanokwana kuita 40 neve labor court varipo zvakare ipapo, and also neve ku Supreme Court neve ConCourt varipo palist yaiswa navaMnangagwa. So nhau iyi mukuziviswa kwazvo pari kuziviswa kunzi kuappointa kwavaita vari kushandisa simba repa bumbiro remutemo ravakasaina recabo 3 ndo rava kushandisa kuti vaappointe majudges aya. Asi mukuonekwa kumaziso evazhinji vanova vasiri kubvumirana nezvizhinji zviri kuitwa nehurumende yeZANU-PF vari kutsanangura maererano nechiitwa ichi vachiona kuti kuwanzwa kwemajudges kuvhunduka nhau dzekuConCourt dzinova dziri kufailwa nevari kupikisa pachiitiko che2030 yakaunzwa neZANU-PF. So ndo imwe tsamba yamuri kuona yapostwa nejournalist Hope Chimwono maererano nemazita evanhu vaappointwa navaMnangagwa. So according to news, President Emmerson Mnangagwa has moved to exercise the expand power created under Zimbabwe recently amendment constitution, with the president appointing and promoting judges, while a separate constitutional court challenges already questioning how he has used the same amendment. The latest development has placed the Judicial at the center of the renewed debate over the impact of Constitutional Amendment number 3. According to the swearing-in order shown in the material, 2 judges have been appointed to the Constitutional Court, while 7 judges have been elevated to the Supreme Court. The order is also list appointment to the High Court and Labor Court. Most of the newly appointed High Court judges are formerly magistrate, adding another significant feature to the latest challenge within Zimbabwe Superior Court. The appointment comes only weeks after Amendment number 3 was signed into a law. The constitutional amendment has expanded the president's role in making certain senior judicial appointment. Under the previous arrangement, judges were appointed through a process involving the Judicial Service Commission in public nomination and interviews. That process is now changed. Under the amended frameworks, the president is able to appoint judges after consulting the Judicial Service Commission without being restricted to a short list produced through the previous public interview process. That change has generated concern among some constitutional commentators who urge that the manner in which judges are selected is important for maintaining public confidence in the independence of the judicial. The latest appointment therefore raised a broader question: how will the expanded presidential power affect the relationship between the executive and the judicial? The issue is particularly significant because Mnangagwa is facing a separate constitutional court challenge over another power introduced by Amendment number 3. The dispute concerns the president appointment of 10 additional senators. Amendment number 3 increased the size of the Zimbabwe Senator from 80 to 90 members and created 10 additional seats to be filled through presidential appointment. The appointment have been challenged by the Dube and the pressure group Likazulu, and the applicant are asking the Constitutional Court to stop the 10 nominee from being sworn in and to declare the appointment unconstitutional. At the center of their agreement is section 151E, which allows the president to appoint 10 senators based on their professional skills and other competencies following consultation with the National Assembly. The applicant urged that the constitutional requirements were not properly satisfied. They will also raised concern about the political background of some of the nominees, alleged that several are active ZANU-PF politicians who are closely associated with the ruling party. Other issue raised in the challenge is whether there was meaningful consultation with Parliament before the appointment were made. The applicant wanted the matter dealt with urgently because once sworn in, the 10 senators would fully parliamentary rights, including the ability to participate in proceeding and vote on legislation. This means the Constitutional Court is now being asked to consider the legality of the Senate appointment at the same time that Mnangagwa began exercising the amendment constitutional frameworks in the Judicial. The coincidence has intensified the political and constitutional debates surrounding Amendment Number 3. Critics of the amendment is that the concentrating additional appointment power in the president could weaken institutional checks and balance. Supporters, however, may urge that the president is simply exercising power that are now contained in that amendment constitution, and that distinction is important. The central question is not simply whether Mnangagwa has the power to make this appointment, it is whether those powers have been exercised in accordance with the constitution and the procedure established by the new legal frameworks. The Constitutional Court challenge over the 10 senators could therefore become an important test of how Amendment Number 3 will operate in practice. Meanwhile, the square in order show that the change to Zimbabwe Supreme Court are already underway. Among those list of the Supreme Court Justice Dube, Mawadze, Ajowu, Mafuriwe, Takuwa, Tsanga, and Muremba. Justice Antonia Guawa and Justice Chinembiri Bunyu are listed under the Constitutional Court. Further names appeared under the High Court and Labour Court. The development has also prompted criticism from journalist Opo Chungono, who questioned the apparent silence from opposition politicians and lawyers who have previously presented themselves as the defenders of the constitutionalism. Chungono urged that the judicial appointment represent another major consequence of the Amendment Number 3 and warned that the change could have significant implications for constitutional and public law dispute in Zimbabwe. His broader point is that changes to the way justices are appointed are not merely administrative matter, they can have long-term consequences because courts ultimately determine disputes involving citizen and government institution and the constitution itself. For now, the debate is likely to continue. Mnangagwa has begun using the power provided by the amendment, where the Constitutional Court is being asked to determine whether at least one category of those new presidential powers are exercised lawful. The outcome of that legal challenge could therefore have implications beyond the 10 senators' seats. So, mre Zimbabwe ndona wiri kuitika. Mnangagwa vaka-appointa 10 maseneta mawiki apfuura, ende vaappointa kudaro zvakaita kuti vanhu vainyore tsamba dzichienda kuConstitutional Court. Inova kunhu ikoko kwavanga vachichallenge kugadzira kwakaita maseneta. So zvaonekwa neZANU-PF kuti ikoko zvanga zvichizovasvitsa panguva yakaoma, zvaita kuti vamhanye kunogadzira futi majudges avaisa zuva ranhasi. Inova zviri kuonekwa neveruzhinji kuti kana zvichizodaidzwa so zvichibva mumaoko eZANU-PF nekuchinja kwakaita vachiunza cab 3 yavo yekuti vaMnangagwa vaane simba rekuappointa pavada. Kumakoti achange achizotrustwa here kumirira nyaya dzemaopposition, nyaya dzevanhu vanenge vachipikisa zviri kuitwa nehurumende yava Mnangagwa. Munoti chii? Ndidzo nhau dzatanga takabata pano pa YouTube channel yenyu yeMagaba News. Ndokutendai nekutsigira kwamaita Magaba News.